Swimming gives your brain a boost, but scientists don't know yet why it's better than other aerobic activities. This is On the Conversation by Sheena Matthew, Assistant Professor of Biology, University of Mary Hardin Baylor in the UK. It's no secret that aerobic exercise can help stave off some of the ravages of aging, but a growing body of research suggests that swimming might provide a unique boost to brain health. Regular swimming has been shown to improve memory, cognitive function, immune response, and mood. Swimming may also help repair damage from stress and forge new neural connections in the brain. So that's fantastic, new neural connections in the brain. But scientists are still trying to unravel how and why swimming in particular produces these brain-enhancing effects. As a neurobiologist trained in brain physiology, a fitness enthusiast, and a mom, I spend hours at the local pool during the summer. It's not unusual to see children gleefully splashing and swimming while their parents sunbathe at a distance, and I've seen one of those parents observing from the poolside plenty of times. I've been one of those parents, she says, but if more adults recognize the cognitive and mental health benefits of swimming, they might be more inclined to jump in the pools alongside their kids. New and improved brain cells and connections. Kindly support my Patreon account since YouTube has again demonetized my YouTube channel. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below. So yes, the scientists say that there will be new and improved brain cells and connections. Until the 1960s, scientists believed that the number of neurons and synaptic connections in the human brain were finite, and that once damaged, these brain cells could not be replaced. But that idea was debunked as researchers began to see ample evidence for the birth of neurons, or neurogenesis, in adult brains of humans and other animals. Now there is clear evidence that aerobic exercise can contribute to neurogenesis and play a key role in helping to reverse or repair damage to neurons and their connections in both mammals and fish. Research shows that one of the key ways these changes occur in response to exercise is through increased levels of protein called brain-derived neurotrophic factor. The neural plasticity, or ability of the brain to change, that this protein stimulates has been shown to boost cognitive function, including learning and memory. Studies in people have found a strong relationship between concentrations of brain-derived neurotrophic factor circulating in the brain and an increase in the size of the hippocampus, the brain region responsible for learning and memory. Increased levels of brain-derived neurotrophic factor have also been shown to sharpen cognitive performance and to help reduce anxiety or depression. In contrast, researchers have observed mood disorders in patients with lower concentrations of brain-derived neurotrophic factor. Aerobic exercise also promotes the release of specific chemical messengers called neurotransmitters. One of those is serotonin, which when present at increased levels is known to reduce depression and anxiety and improve the mood. In studies in fish, scientists observed changes in genes responsible for increased brain-derived neurotrophic factor levels, as well as enhanced development of the dendritic spines, protrusions on the dendrites, or elongated portions of nerve cells, after 8 weeks of exercise compared with controls. This complements studies in mammals where brain-derived neurotrophic factor is known to increase neuronal spinal density. These changes have been shown to contribute to improved memory, mood, and enhanced cognition in mammals. The greater spine density helps neurons build new connections and send more signals to other nerve cells. With the repetition of signals, connections can be stronger. But what's special about swimming? Researchers don't know yet what swimming's secret sauce might be, but they're getting closer to understanding it. Swimming has long been recognized for its cardiovascular benefits, because swimming involves all parts of the major muscle groups. The heart has to work hard, which increases blood flow throughout the body. This leads to the creation of new blood vessels, a process called angiogenesis. The greater blood flow can also lead to the large release of endorphins, hormones that act as a natural pain reducer throughout the body. This surge brings about the sense of euphoria that often follows exercise. Most of the research to understanding how swimming affects the brain has been done on rats. Rats are a good lab model because of their genetic and anatomic similarity to humans. In one study in rats, swimming was shown to stimulate brain pathways that suppress inflammation in the hippocampus and inhibit apoptosis or cell death. The study also shows that swimming can help support neuron survival and reduce the cognitive impacts of aging. Although researchers do not yet have a way to visualize apoptosis and neural survival in people, they do observe similar cognitive outcomes. One of the more enticing questions is how specifically swimming enhances short and long-term memory. To pinpoint how long the benefit effects may last, researchers trained rats to swim for 60 minutes daily for 5 days a week. The team then tested the rats' memory by having them swim through a radical arm water maze containing 6 arms, which included one with a hidden platform. Rats got 6 attempts to swim freely and find the hidden platform. After just 7 days of swim training, researchers saw improvements in both short and long-term memories based on the reduction in the errors rats made each day. The researchers suggest that this boost in cognitive function could provide a basis for using swimming as a way to repair learning and memory damage caused by neuropsychiatric diseases in humans. Although the leap from studies in rats to humans is substantial, research in people is producing similar results that suggest a clear cognitive benefit from swimming across all ages. For instance, in one study looking at the impacts of swimming on mental acuity in the elderly, researchers conclude that swimmers had improved mental speed and attention compared to non-swimmers. However, this study is limited in its research design since participants were not randomized, and thus those who were swimmers prior to the study may have had an unfair edge. Other study compares cognition between land-based athletes and swimmers in the young adult range. While water immersion itself did not make a difference, the researchers found that 20 minutes of moderate intensity breaststroke swimming improved cognitive function in both groups. And kids get a boost from swimming as well. The brain-enhancing benefits from swimming appear to also boost learning in children. Another research group recently looked at the link between physical activity and how children learned new vocabulary words. Researchers taught children aged 6 to 12 the names of unfamiliar objects. Then they tested their accuracy at recognizing those words after doing 3 activities: coloring, which was resting activity, swimming, aerobic activity, and CrossFit-like exercise, anaerobic activity for 3 minutes. They found that children's accuracy was much higher for words learned following swimming compared with coloring and CrossFit, which resulted in the same level of recall. This shows a clear cognitive benefit from swimming versus anaerobic exercise, though the study does not compare swimming with other aerobic exercises. These findings imply that swimming for even short periods of time is highly beneficial to young developing brains. The details of the time or lapse required, the style of swimming, and what cognitive adaptations and pathways are activated by swimming are still being worked out, but neuroscientists are getting much closer to putting all the clues together. For centuries, people have been in search of a fountain of youth. Swimming just might be the closest we can get to that. This is On the Conversation. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support.